and gentlemen, I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Parker Nirenstein, this is Vehicle Virgins, and I've just been given word that I can potentially go see my new E63 AMG. Before that, we're gonna head to the Mercedes Museum to check it out. I'm freaking pumped. Behind me is, of course, the S63 AMG that they gave me as a loaner car. If you haven't seen already, I topped this thing out on the Autobahn. That was an absolutely epic video that I just posted. So, watches are coming back, ladies and gentlemen. It is a fashion statement. It allows you to tell time, and they just look simply bad. So if you want to win an epic, cool watch made by Vincero, here's what you've got to do. So here are the watches. You can choose from any single one of these, and I'm going to pick one winner to win a free Vincero watch. To enter to win, it's super easy. All you have to do is be subscribed to Vehicle Virgins. If you're already subscribed, you're good to go. And then click the notification bell, and that's it. Subscribe, notification bell, and I'm gonna pick a winner next Friday to win a Vincero watch. Now, if I gain more than 10,000 subscribers in the next 24 hours, I'm gonna add a second Vincero watch to that, so another person's gonna win. Let's go, we're headed to the Mercedes Museum. Honestly, this is such a gorgeous car. I'm loving every second of driving this. Let's go ahead and fire up that 5.5 liter twin turbo V8. Really wanted to travel around, both personally, so I can see Germany and the surrounding countries, but as well as for content for you guys. But unfortunately, because my Mercedes has been delayed and it's been questionable whether it'll be done or not, or what I can do with it, I've pretty much been stuck in Stuttgart for the entirety of the trip. Now, Mercedes has told me that later today, I'm going to be able to see my new car, so I'm super excited for that, but definitely my plans have been altered quite a bit. Oh, welcome from the Movenpick. Look how pretty this town is. Wow. Well, we're trying to get to Mercedes, and we've stumbled upon the Porsche arena. Just showed up to the Mercedes Museum. One of my little gifts for them not having my car ready was this pretty awesome AMG GT sweatshirt. I like it a lot. It'll keep me warm, but check out this SL55 pace car. This is gonna be a wild museum. The scale of this thing is enormous, and every single one of these museums have the most unique shapes to them architecturally. Ooh, it's a 722 edition. It's funny, while I'm wearing this jacket, I feel like the more Mercedes-related apparel that you own, the less likely, same with Ferrari, it is that you actually own one, but I think I passed the test. Well, it appears that statement couldn't be farther from the truth. Behind me is the 1886 Benz patent Motorwagen, which is the first gasoline-powered car ever made. That's awesome. It's actually a three-wheeler instead of a four-wheeler because Carl Benz was not happy with how the steering rack was on four-wheeled cars at the time. So right here, this says that Benz and Daimler invented the supercharger in 1916 and tested that out on airplanes. It wasn't until the 20s and 30s that they were actually able to put them in cars. But superchargers in 1916, and as you can see, compressor tech, that's where the mid-2000s cars, where you see the compressor written on the side of the vehicle. Behind me is a 1936 500K Special Roadster, which is a variant of one of my favorite Mercedes of all time, the 540K. Supercharged inline 8-cylinder with a super impressive at the time top speed of 100 miles an hour. At the time, this cost 100,000 euros, equivalent to today's dollar. Looks pretty epic. Behind me is, of course, one of Mercedes' most famous cars of all time, the 300 SL. The crazy thing is, these used to be about $300,000 just 5 years ago, and now they've absolutely skyrocketed. If these were still 300K, I think we'd have to pick one of these up for the channel. But the really cool thing about the 300 SL is that because it had a super lightweight 110-pound space frame, they needed extra structural members to run down the side so that it was a rigid chassis. But because of that, there wasn't any space whatsoever to fit conventional doors. So they had to come up with an engineering solution that resulted in doors hinged at the top. The term gull wing was popularized in America. That is one of my favorite cars of all time, no doubt about it. So this is the actual space frame in the 300 SL, and if you notice right here, look how tall this is. 110 pounds for a whole chassis though, that's crazy. The amount of design, math, and engineering involved in creating this and making it structurally rigid is nuts. This is crazy. I've never seen one of these in person. The all-electric version of the SLS, 750 horsepower, all-electric. Because of the batteries though, this weighed so much more than the normal SLS. I remember when I believe Top Gear did a test on it, it ended up being slower than the normal car, but certainly spectacular to see. Incredible display of Mercedes race cars. I don't actually even know what this model in the middle is called, but that's gotta be one of my favorite looking race cars I've ever seen. Look at that, 700 horsepower, top speed 250 miles an hour. 1990 Group C race car, won 8 out of the 9 races in 1990. That might be my new favorite race car right there. Nico Rosberg's 2016 Formula 1 car. Look at these crazy concept cars. This insane looking 1938 Mercedes had the fastest top speed ever set on a public road of 268.9 miles an hour until just a month ago when Koenigsegg went 277.9. So unfortunately, Mercedes is gonna have to update that, but 1938, unbelievable. Sorry once again for the Rush Museum tour. I'm 30 minutes late now to take delivery of my car, but that's okay because Mercedes was 3 days late, so hopefully they understand. Let's head to the delivery center and pick up my new car. Now I've just been told that I can actually fully take delivery of my new E63 and drive it on the road in Germany. It's over there in the black cover. I am so excited right now. Let's go check it out. This is so awesome, guys. This is the first time that I fully spec'd out a car exactly the way I wanted it. With the Huracan, I knew kind of the options that I was looking for. With the S-Class, I got one off the showroom, but I built this, I visualized it, I changed it a million times, and to see it all come together, I've never seen a matte gray one with the carbon fiber and the black wheels. It looks so good. I'm in shock right now. This video is probably gonna be really stupid, but all right, I think it's time. Oh yeah, right.
Okay, see ya.
Full carbon fiber interior, the AMG performance seats. Obviously, I expected this to happen a few days earlier, but I'm on top of the world right now. This is incredible. The brand new AMG key. Thankfully, I've had this S-Class key that looks like it's from 2001 on a brand new car. They've changed it. Let's go ahead and start it up for the first time. We've got the AMG Sports exhaust. Wow, much louder. Let's give it some gas for the first time. Awesome. Check out when I click the volume button to turn on the stereo, they're gonna rotate outwards. Oh my gosh, that's spectacular. Designs, sport, look at that.
Turn on the brightness. So you see that coming
Wow.
in. When I lower the temperature on my side, on the passenger side, it turns into blue.
Oh wow.
So that's also pretty cool.
4-liter twin turbo V8 with over 600 horsepower.
Look at who made it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I want to see if there's a chance to meet him. Klaus Math?
How cool is this? They actually allow you to customize a keychain where you write on a tablet there and then it laser engraves it right here. Check out what I just got. There we go. Vehicle versions engraved on the new AMG key. Well, it's time to say goodbye to the S63 Coupe, but honestly, at this point, I could care less. All right, we're about to drive this out.
I am so freaking excited right now.
Look how incredible the ambient lighting looks at nighttime. Ooh, I like ocean blue. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks bitchy.
Well, we are in a tunnel, and I can't exactly do a tunnel run because, well, I'm not allowed to rev over 4,000 RPMs. We've got it in Sport Plus mode. Right down here is the dynamic switch. Now I've put it into race. Oh, this carbon fiber interior looks so freaking awesome. I'm so pumped right now though, guys. Seriously, this is only possible because of your support. Thanks so much to each and every one of you. This E63 is a dream come true. Finally, that was a super stressful last few days, I'm not gonna lie. I tried to keep my cool as best as I could, and I think I did a decent job of it, but you know, coming all the way out here and being told your car might not be done, was a little bit stressful, but it doesn't matter now. One of the biggest and coolest features of the new E63 is drift mode. So this is all-wheel drive, but you can completely disconnect the front axle assembly so that it is 100% rear wheel drive at all times. Since I'm in traffic, it's in the rain, it's during the break-in period, I feel like that's a perfect time to activate drift mode. First, you shift the car using the dynamic switch into race mode, as you can see here. Dynamic select is set to race. Then you put the gearbox into manual mode. Press and hold traction control off. Then you press and hold both paddles at the same time. Confirm. Drift mode active. So now the car is 100% rear wheel drive. Just arrived at the hotel. I'm so excited. Got to drive this a little bit on some German roads. But now I think is a perfect time to go over the car a little bit with you guys and show you some of the features of the car. I love how wide and aggressive the front of the car is. I mean, look at these quarter panels here. Super, super wide, very aggressive front hood, massive ducts for cooling, feeding air into that 4-liter twin turbocharged V8. I got every single carbon fiber option. So we've got that on the vent here, as well as the mirror caps, the lower front splitter, the rear spoiler is carbon fiber, the rear diffuser as well. We've got the AMG sports exhaust, so it is a lot louder. The color is called Gray Selenite Magno. It's a matte paint finish that I had never seen in person before. Blown away by the color, and now seeing it on my car with the spec that I chose is absolutely epic. Underneath that hood is a 603 horsepower, 627 pound-foot of torque. I haven't been able to floor it yet. Obviously, I need to do that 1,000-mile break-in period, which is gonna be difficult to do. But hopefully, by the time I leave Germany, I'll have done that and I'll get to fully experience the madness. Of course, got the optional carbon fiber engine cover. It's a little bit smaller than I was expecting, but still looks great. Really stoked about the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. Honestly, the best tires available for a road car when you're not doing track use. The Pilot Sport Cup 2s are fantastic for track work. Optional AMG performance seats, much more support in the bolstering, and of course, they look quite a bit cooler. Got the dual panoramic sunroof, and with the Burmester high-end audio, you do get this lovely speaker here, as well as the rotating tweeters. One of the coolest parts about this AMG, of course, is the dual screens here and the ambient lighting. When I saw the new E-Class, I was blown away and couldn't wait for the AMG variant. Now, of course, I'm sitting in my very own E63S, so it's really cool to see this come full circle. But essentially, they've taken everything that I loved from the S-Class and integrated it into the E-Class. That's what a lot of auto manufacturers do. They take the highest end model, they use that as research and development, and they slowly trickle down, adding the features from the previous generation top of the line model down into the more mainstream model. The fact that you can get an E300 with an interior like this blows my mind, and Mercedes absolutely killed it in that regard. The E63 has a 9-speed automatic transmission that can be controlled with these paddles mounted on the steering wheel. Mercedes does an excellent job of having very sturdy, nice actuation with the paddles. With Audi, they don't do the best job at. BMW and Porsche, however, absolutely do a fantastic job with that. Nice AMG insignia here on the carbon fiber, IWC clock. So we've got two options on the steering wheel. This left touchpad controls the instrument cluster here, and the right touchpad controls the main infotainment on the right. This is the sport display. Then we can go to the classic display and then down to progressive. I'm not sure what I like the most, progressive or sport. Both of them look really, really cool. We can have different sets of information here. I remember sitting in the back of this at the auto show and was pretty impressed. This has the panoramic sunroof that I haven't seen before in an E-Class. Looks really, really cool. Plenty of headroom. I have my seat where it would normally be for me driving. Plenty of legroom as well. This is a cool feature back here. And that gorgeous Burmester high-end audio system. I was told when I ordered the higher-end audio system that you would significantly reduce the trunk space, but I don't see it. It looks absolutely massive. Better look of the front of the interior from the rear seats here. Oh, that is so awesome. yet. So apparently Christmas markets are a huge thing in Germany. So we're gonna go check out what the heck Christmas markets even. Drinking Glühwein right now, which is a warm German wine that's apparently very traditional around Christmas time at these Christmas markets. And I have to say, it's not bad. I haven't had,
Not bad.
Have you had warm wine before?
Yes.
Oh, well, okay. Absolutely incredible how festive this place is. This is a big deal in Germany. Every single one of the hotels we tried to get, until getting really lucky at the last minute, was sold out because of these Christmas markets. Apparently in Stuttgart and Frankfurt, they are absolutely huge. And judging by the amount of people out here right now, when it's 30 degrees or 0 degrees Celsius, people like it. Look at the size of this train set. I'm so happy right now. This trip has totally turned around. I mean, this was the entire point, to be out here in Germany with my dad, take delivery of my new car, experience German culture. Well, there you have it, guys. Obviously, I took delivery at the end of the day, so I haven't gotten to drive it too much in the daylight where I can actually film, but tomorrow, I've got a long trip planned for this thing, so you've got to stay tuned. Mercedes has provided us with a lovely hotel. Honestly, they handled this situation super well. I'm really pleased with the delivery experience after that pretty big mix-up. Oh, it's first night alone. Bye. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. That was a crazy mix of emotions. I honestly didn't think I was going to get the E63 on this trip whatsoever, and to be surprised at the delivery center yet again, but this time in a positive light, was a pretty cool thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.